This morning, a kid-approved treat that works for breakfast, lunch, or even a snack. And it tastes so good, you'd never know it's packed with brain food like coconut oil and almonds. We welcome the author of Starting Fresh, Chef Jill DeHaan. Good morning, Chef Jill.
Hi, good morning, Ramona. You ready to whip up some bars?
I am, but what's shocking is you have so few ingredients here.
I know, it's really minimalistic. So
I
you don't have
like
to shop.
that.
Yes, definitely. And it's something you can have all on hand, too. And I love this recipe so much that I write a monthly column for Currents magazine, and I submitted it for next month because I thought everybody needs ideas of what to do, and some of the stuff that you buy isn't as healthy as they may advertise on the box.
Okay.
So this is easy as opening a box almost.
All
okay.
right.
So you want to get started?
Yes.
Okay. So what we've got here is a blender makes it really easy because then you can grind this stuff yourself. But if you want, you can buy oats that are already kind of ground out a bit.
Okay.
But we're just going to buy 1 bag of oats, and we've got basically a 1.5 cups in here. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some almonds in there too. Oh, excuse me, some almonds in there too. But you can put sunflower seeds if you want, or if you don't want to use any kind of nuts, you can just put a 1/4 cup more of oats in there.
Okay.
All right. So if you can't have nuts, don't worry.
But I do love the nutty flavor.
Oh, it's so good. Nutty flavor is good,
Yeah.
and it keeps you have lots of protein and lots of great stuff for your body. So if you can handle nuts, and don't even be worried, because if your kids say they don't like nuts, they won't even think a nut is in here. Okay, when it all gets ground up. Then we're going to use some coconut sugar. Have you ever used that before?
No.
It's phenomenal. It has like 16 amino. It's like better than Father Christmas, or as we used to say in England, or Santa Claus here. It has basically 16 amino acids. It is low glycemic, so you don't bounce off the walls, and your kids won't bounce off the walls when they're at school.
So this is even better for diabetics.
Absolutely. It's really, really good.
Good.
And it has zinc in there, so it's good when colds and flu start coming too. You know, and you can use about half the amount that you would of normal sugar. So it just keeps getting better and better.
Sweet.
It gets better. People that eat this say these bars are like the best thing they've had.
All right.
And it's the coconut sugar.
So we can't wait.
I know. We've got some made ahead, which is good. Okay, so we've got the 3 ingredients in there, and we're just going to whiz those up for a minute and just kind of get them a little bit fine. This will help it all stick together. Okay, a little bit better. And don't worry, you know, just give it a good whiz. Don't worry, you can't do too much. So if it gets really too fine, just use it, it'll be fine. Okay? All right, so this is a kind of a no-fail recipe. Now, this is great. Looks like lard, okay?
Yes, it does.
It is not lard. Have a smell. I won't get it on the tip of your nose. Coconut oil. And this is great for putting on your body as well as in your body, but this is brain food, okay? And I don't know about you, but I need all the brain food I can get.
I know I can use it.
Plus my kids, too, yeah? So we've got that going in there. And it's a great thing because a lot of people are using coconut oil as like for brain disorders or you know and stuff because it has really therapeutic effect. It doesn't have to be.
Now what is that you put in there?
This is good question. This is almond butter.
Okay.
And you can use sunflower butter because people aren't allergic to sunflowers as a rule. So if you want to, you can use sunflower butter too. Okay.
Gotcha.
And what we're going to do is just put the lid on here. So we've got that on there. And if you don't want to use a nut butter, just use a little bit more coconut oil.
Okay.
If you're avoiding the nuts as well. Give it a good whiz. And you might need to kind of push it down a little bit in there so that it kind of gets down in there. Otherwise, you got all the dry ingredients at the bottom. And then what we're going to do is once we get this kind of mixed up a little bit, we're just going to take about 2/3 of it and put it in our pan.
Okay.
Okay, and we don't want to have to grease that or anything. So you can see, so we just kind of like hit it a little bit. Always works, okay? And then basically mix that all together. Put about 2/3 of it in here, and don't grease it because we're going to use the other third for the crumble over the top. Okay. So let me just make sure I get all the wet stuff mixed in because we don't want a big glob of wet stuff or dry stuff in there. All right. And then come here, guys. All right.
And then we're just going to put this in the pan.
Yep. Put this in the pan and just literally put. It doesn't have to be exact, so don't go crazy. Do you want to pat this down with a spatula?
Okay.
Or you can use your hands, too, if you have clean hands. But there you go. Pat that down really well in there so it covers the bottom. And then we're going to use one of my favorite jams. This is from France, and it has, basically it's great because it's only sweetened with a little bit of grape juice.
Okay.
So basically don't get a jam that has a lot of sugar in it. You want the fruit to be the first ingredient. Now this is the favorite one that everybody at my house seems to love, this raspberry. But you can use blueberry, or you can use you know, anything you want, really. Apricot, berry of your choice is right. And just kind of spread this off. And this doesn't have to be perfect because nobody's going to see it.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got 1.5 minutes to pull it all together.
Oh, we can do that. We can do that. Okay, so we just put that like that. And then just going to take the rest of this and kind of, you know, kind of put it on the top like this. This is great because your kids can make this too. So you can be off like having a I don't know, a rest, reading a magazine, whatever. So we got that in there like so. All right, we're just gonna kind of do like that. Pat it down again with the spatula, give it a little pat.
A repat?
Patteroonie. Yep. Stick it in the oven, 350.
For about how long?
For about 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes.
Oh.
And then when you get it out, you put it in the fridge or the freezer just to kind of firm up a little bit. It makes it easier to cut. And then we're just gonna cut across them. The first piece is always the hardest to get out. So if the first piece crumbles on you, you can use it over yogurt. Or, you know,
I bet that would be good.
it's really good over yogurt, yeah. So don't worry, don't throw it away.
And this recipe is not only on our website, WCNC.com/Charlotte Today, but we can look for it next month in Currents Magazine.
Yes, definitely. Yep, and there's over 150 recipes that are really as easy as this on in the book, Starting Fresh.
And where can we get your books?
So you can get it on Amazon and lots of stores around Charlotte. Some stores have it too. So, and I'm raising money for the Boston Children's Hospital. So all
I know
the
that's a
proceeds
very
go
special
there.
place for you.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's great.
Chef
So
Jill
have
DeHaan.
a taste. See what you think.
Colleen, you're right.
Colleen, you want one?
You're right. We all want
my
to try
gosh.
them. Can we all try them?
Oh, of course.
More
You're
people
right.
can come up here if you want to. I told you, these aren't they wonderful?
Yes.
He's still eating his barbecue.
Here comes, I was going to say, here comes Barbecue Bob.
Oh, good stuff. Chef
You like
Jill
it?
DeHaan,
They so
thank you so
good.
much for being here.
You're going to have a little piece like this?
Just throw it right
There you go.
I don't know why this is so delicious, but it is. I love these things.
And I
know-
like the fact that it doesn't have a million ingredients.
Yes, I like that too. Most of my recipes in here don't have, because if it goes like 10, 20 ingredients, I kind of glaze over
Me
and
too.
it seems too much
Too
work
much.
to shop for.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
So-
fantastic. Thank you so much.